Good morning, YouTube. So another video that I had a issue with voiceover. This was a series of videos I took yesterday. So if you can, just bear with me as I do a voiceover for all of these and try to predict my movements as I go through this unboxing for the keyboard cover case for the Galaxy Tab S7 that released on September 22nd. So as you see, the keyboard cover case comes in the same kind of packaging as the last keyboard cover case, or the book cover case, book cover keyboard case. It still has the actual gear, I guess you can call it, in the center, which basically tells us that it does have the kickstand as before. Now, when I was opening this up, I was kind of really hoping they fixed a lot of issues with this, and hoping that they fixed my main issue, which was basically the back cover being put on by just a very weak, I think maybe 3M adhesive, which was pretty much like a foam adhesive. Right off the bat, when I opened it up, I noticed that the case is now a leather type feel, which actually honestly feels a lot more professional. Now inside the packaging, you actually get a bigger booklet that came with the keyboard than the actual Tab S7, which is kind of funny, but it happens. Nothing really else inside of there except for the cardboard keyboard. The little kind of insert right there that I just pulled out was basically just an insert to keep the two from rubbing against each other and holding it better in place. Right off the bat, I noticed that there is no adhesive. This piece right here is actually metal, and it actually has kind of like a really slightly rubberized feel to it, and it feels really great. And also, it again is metal, so it actually goes onto the case with a magnet. So I'm going to actually try and put this on here for you guys so you can actually see that it just snaps right on. Well, it's not snaps, magnetizes. And it goes on there very well. It actually does not move when you actually open it up, and you still have that cover on there, so it does protect the back of it also while it is still attached to the piece. Also, I'm thinking this probably adds a little bit more of stability between the two on there also. So you can take this on and off in case you do get the other case or another type of silicone case that goes on the back of it. It works just fine. Now they did keep the magnet for the keyboard, and it does just snap right on. Now also on there, you notice that the actual mouse pad is larger. It is pretty much the standard size of most mouse pads right now on laptops, so this kind of gives you a full laptop type feel between the two. And by the way, this actual mousepad can actually do multiple finger inputs. So you can switch between apps and things like that by just scrolling multiple fingers across it, left, right, up, down, on there too. Snaps right on. And by the way, those holes on the bottom is to kind of keep it in place and make sure it guides it to the right connector on there too. It does fold, and by the way, this is leather on the top too, or a leather type feel, and it actually feels very professional while you're holding it, and pretty well protected. Now the hinge, I'm hoping this actually lasts a little bit longer than the last one I had, but I think material probably will help with that a little bit when it comes to keeping it from wearing down. Strong magnets on the bottom, which leads me to believe these are neodymium magnets that are holding this in place. And as for the kickstand, you just pull it up and you can put it at whatever angle you would like to put it at, all the way back to almost flat if you really want it to. Now I'm also really excited about this because Samsung actually listened to their customers. There was a lot of issues with the last model where the Tab S6 keyboard cover case, the backing either warped or it actually did not stay on at all because they tried to use like 3M adhesive pieces to keep it on there. But this was also kind of an issue in case you wanted to not carry the keyboard around a lot, because they didn't have any kind of front cover for it or anything like that, and you actually would have to take the or break the 3M seal on there and wear it down in order to actually just keep a normal cover on it, which was kind of a pain. So I'm really glad to see that they allowed the backing to be taken off, but I really hope to see a magnetic style front cover for this, so you can keep the same backing on it, but you can switch out the front cover for something lighter and more portable. So again, tune in to the next video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.